Akai has released a new MPC known as the MPC XL, not to be confused with the MPC XXL. We'll be talking about the new features today and whether you need it. Short answer, no. I may not have one, but I've watched every video on it and I'm not compromised because I have not been sent one, and I'm not going to tell you that you need it. You heard that? Not compromised, all right? Not compromised. Yes, I'm aware this outfit makes me look like a drunk dad that just came back from golfing. Before we get started, make sure to like button and subscribe if you're new here, otherwise I will become compromised. Okay, let's get started. They state here that it is the NPC that's made for more. And what it should say is that it is the NPC that's made for more than most of you need. They state it puts the power of a full studio right at your fingertips, the most advanced NPC yet. This all-in-one production hub is made for more than sampling and sequencing alone. That alone should clue you in on who this is for. Somebody who buys more than what they need, basically. You can basically do what you need already with most NPCs that are out. Now, granted, this one does have the best CPU. This does have the most RAM. It does have the most storage. The question is, though, is that what you really need? After watching this video today, hopefully I will help you decide whether or not this NPC is for you. If you do decide it is for you, though, please use the affiliate links in the description. It's a great way to support the channel at no extra cost to you. There is a Zounds affiliate link as well as Toman. You get it at the same cost you would pay otherwise, except I get a cut of it. I'm not trying to sell it to you. If anything, I'm trying to not sell it to you. But if you do decide you need it anyways, those links are there. I tried to talk Bolo into putting my affiliate link in his description to prove he's really a friend, and he's not a real friend. He would not put my affiliate link in the description. I know, I'm shocked too. Think about what they are stating in this paragraph in the beginning here. Can you not do this with your computer already or another NPC that you have or are considering buying? Yeah, you can do all this already. The main thing you're really getting with this, like I said, is more storage, more RAM, more CPU. So this may be for you if you plan on utilizing a lot of built-in plugins, onboard stem separation, things of that nature. Now, one of the things you are getting with this NPC is one of the best workflows you're going to get from an NPC. From what I can tell, you have access to basically everything you need with a button or a couple button touches away. They state it is the flagship of all standalones. It has everything you need for pro level music making. Spoiler alert, you have everything you need for pro level music making already, even if you don't have an NPC. With just a DAW, you have everything you need, okay? Now, granted, that's not for everyone though. That is not for everyone. Not everyone wants to work on a computer. Granted, this still is a computer, but it's a computer in a box. Some people like the DAW-less workflow, although at this point we are getting closer and closer to just a DAW inside a computer, inside a box, inside a house. So it has MPC pads, a dedicated step sequencer, touch-sensitive Q links with OLED displays, a next-gen 8-core processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM. Not sure how they got their hands on that RAM and not, well, it is kind of an insane price already, but it could be much more insane, all right? With the prices of RAM right now, I'm actually a little shocked they even got 16 gigs. I know some people are like, that's not that much. I mean, for a dedicated all-in-one groove box, that is kind of a good amount. It would be nice to live in a world where it had 32. With the AI RAM shortage, this is probably the best they could do anyways. Granted, they're probably going to come out with another version next year that has 32 gigs and basically the same features, but whatever. It also has sequencing tools, deep IO connectivity, and that is not a lie. There's some pretty detailed in and out capabilities. They also updated the MPC 3 OS. It supports up to 32 plugin instruments, 16 audio tracks, and 256 voices. They state here it is a complete studio centerpiece. It's an all-in-one studio hub. Produce your entire album, drive your external hardware, and command your setup from one powerful instrument, no computer required. The thing is, with a lot of the other NPCs, you could already do this. You know, you could already produce your entire album. You can drive your external hardware. Like I said, it's really good. It's just not for everyone. If you're not made of money, it's not for you, all right? This is the Escalade of NPCs. Does everyone need an Escalade? No. Can everyone afford an Escalade? No. It delivers 4 times the performance of previous NPCs. Load multiple plugin instruments, run complex sessions, and navigate your projects without interruption. You know what's able to load far more than multiple plugin instruments? A computer. A majority of the people utilizing NPCs though do not need this. Yeah, 4 times the performance. They don't even state what they mean by that exactly here. But the thing is, most people utilizing NPCs, they're making basic hip hop beats. A lot of times with sampled material, not needing more than 5 tracks. That's like generous. More than, you don't need more than, like, usually people are not using more than 5 tracks. Granted, not everyone works the same. You know, if you're doing some more complex stuff, this may be for you. One of the best things you get out of this or the MPC Live 3 are the MPC pads. What is MPC? Well, first you need to understand what MPE is. It's an extension to MIDI that allows for more expressive control over electronic instruments. In this case, it would be the MPE styled pads. It allows individual notes within a chord to be manipulated independently from the other notes. For instance, you could pitch bend from one note to another note within a chord without altering the other notes. Or you could have all of them pitch bend in different directions, etc. Now, the MPC pads are like this, but a bit different. The MPC pads have 3D sensing technology. Each pad has 4 different quadrants, as you can see by how they are marked here, giving you XY control, sound morphing, looping, layering, and modulation. You can also assign different sounds to each quadrant if you wish. So that gives you 16 by 4. Turns it into 64 potential pads if you wish. Granted, if your fingers are too big, you may struggle with that a little bit. It comes with a 10.1 inch HD multi-gesture touchscreen that can be tilted. 16 Q-Link knobs, each with their own OLED display, giving visual feedback for mixing, editing, and sound design. There's an assignable touch strip that gives you control over FX, no repeats, faders, or whatever. There's also a 16-step RGB function button sequencer. RGB, you say less. Now, I feel like this is one of the less necessary things, but it has a lot of in and out options, including dual XLR, TRS combo inputs, mic preamps, fan power, dedicated instrument inputs, 8 line outs for routing and mixing, and 8 stereo 1/8 CV gate outputs. Then the USB-C delivers 24 channels of audio in and out and 32 channels of MIDI. Comes with 256 gigabytes on the internal SSD. Comes with a large software package with all types of sounds. One thing that is interesting is there is a clip matrix. I've watched basically everyone's video on this up to this point that has come out before recording this video. And I gotta say, the person with the best demos by far, John Makes Beats, aka John Wayne, by far. Amazing stuff. That's basically all his video was, like 10 different beats he made. And it seems like a majority of them were made with virtual instruments too, and it sounds really good. One thing I think people do not take into account when they're watching somebody demo a product, whether it's hardware, software, even something that has nothing to do with music production. What you're watching is mostly their skill. John would make great beats no matter what MPC you throw into his hands. Giving him the MPC XL mainly just gives him a faster workflow. There are also plenty of people you can hand this same product to and they will make nothing but mid with it. If you're considering buying yourself an MPC, what you need to ask yourself is this extra money I am spending on this worth the features I'm getting? For some people, it may be worth it. For some others, it may not be. If you're somebody who makes a lot of money off your music, it's more likely to be worth your money. If you are looking for that classic old MPC style of conversion, you know, the dirty conversion, you're not getting that with this. It's a very clean converter. It's going to be clean sounding. The thing is though, that's not the end of the world. You can make it sound dirty if you want. You can process it to make it sound dirty. It's not as if that sound is not achievable in the box. It is if you know what you're doing. Try some clipping, try some saturation, try a combination of the two. Now, granted, I'm not here to sell you, especially this particular MPC. There are definitely other MPCs that cost less money that you can get what you need out of. This is more what you want as opposed to what you need. You don't need a majority of this. If you do plan on buying this MPC though, there will be a Zounds affiliate link in the description. It costs $28.99. Like I said, this is not for everyone, all right? This could be a down payment on a car. This could be rent for like a month or two, depending on where you live and what kind of living situation you're in. This is not for everyone, all right? But they also do payment plans. From what I heard, they don't do like a background check or credit check. They basically will give you whatever you want at Zounds, even if you are a bank robber who's on the run from the police. They will give you whatever you want, all right? There is no better place to get what you're looking for than Zounds. They don't care. I don't know if they're gonna like this sales pitch here. We'll see if they still want to do affiliate links through me. But what you may want to do, guys, if you're thinking about buying this but you're not sure, you may want to hold out till next year when the MPC XXL with the BBL attachment comes out. Look out for that. Not for everyone, like I said, not for the faint of heart. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. If you want to stay up to date to the music and music production news, there are ways to support the channel. Patreon. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't. We're going to be doing some plugin giveaways. I'll see you guys next time.